All right. Your computer desktop is one of the first spaces you interact with when your work begins and one of the last things you see when you wrap up on the workday. Keeping this virtual surface organized, neat, and functional can be meaningful step toward improving both your productivity and well-being. Tip 1. Do a quick and regular sweep of your computer desktop. With every download, your desktop can increasingly become a jumbled maze of photos, documents, and folders. A quick and relatively painless way to start getting organized is by automatically sorting files alphabetically by date. Right-click on your desktop and select Sort By on a Mac, or click View in the top bar menu and select Sort By on a PC. From there, try setting aside 10 to 15 minutes each day or even a week for a quick sweep. Deleting old files will have you store it somewhere else and group a few files into a project folder. You don't have to get it all done in just one sitting. Just try to get in a habit of cleaning up after yourself on a routine basis. Tip 2. Create a consistent file structure. If you're only relying on cleaning up after yourself, it can be a little bit of an uphill battle to keep your desktop neat among all the other things you have to do in the day. Set up yourself an ongoing success by building a storage infrastructure that works for you. Create a folder system based on a project name or file type, whichever is more appropriate for your work or research. Whatever approach you take, make sure you select a standard naming convention that makes it easy for you to quickly navigate your stored documents. Keep in mind that the system should also make sense to several years and many projects and even computers from now. These folders can live on your hard drive, a file share tool like a Dropbox or Google Drive, or even your desktop if you remember consistently back them up. Tip 3. Use your desktop to help your workflow. While you want to keep your desktop as neat and orderly as possible, it's possible to organize your computer desktop to be a useful tool for your workflow. With most of your work project files stored in folders, a drive, or a cloud, your desktop can serve as the space where the resources for key open or ongoing projects can be easily accessed. If you're able to combine this approach with a regular practice of sorting and storing your files at the end of the day or week, you can ensure your desktop is a neat and strategic space. Tip 4. Use your taskbar. Most of your desktops have tends to be downloads, but program icons can also take up a lot of space. Keeping your most used icons stored in your taskbar keeps them literally at your fingertips, without you having to search them for every time you need to access a particular program. To pin an icon to your taskbar on a PC, right-click on it and select Pin to Taskbar. On a Mac, simply drag and drop the icon onto your dock. Tip 5. Make your computer desktop pretty. Take a lesson from your IRL desktop and recognize that the aesthetics and make a difference. It might be obvious, but if you picked a beautiful or meaningful image for your background, one that you actually want to look at a regular basis, it can be a small motivation to keep your desktop tidy. To make this one step further, you could try setting a lined or gridded image on your background to help corral the files that do land there. Tip 6. Fence it in. Digital fences group your files together in certain areas of your desktop in a way that's more visually accessible than burying everything in folders and seamless simply using a gridded background. The Stacks feature, available for free on Mac running on Mojave, automatically groups your content by the type. You can also organize your files by other categories or custom tags. Fences is a similar tool for PCs that lets you label and move your fences around desktop as you wish. It is not free, however. Sometimes when Sometimes we avoid the task clearing off our computer desktop because we're nervous about misplacing something or important or actually getting rid of something we may end up needing. If this wait and see approaches has factored into your messy desktop, try and develop a more organized holding pattern. This could mean creating a to be archived or mission list folder for those files that aren't quite sure about. But it also, but if you do this, come commit to checking and purging it on a regular basis. Having and keeping your desktop in working order means making it work for you. It doesn't have to be an overwhelming addition to your long to-do list or an extra burden on your day. It should be or become a seamless part of your regular routine so you can focus on your life and not on your mess. And be kind to yourself above all. If your desktop needs to stay cluttered for a bit, you focus on other priorities. Let it and yourself be. And he will be the live demo for the Windows version. Thank you for listening. If you'd like to learn this lesson with a Cyberseniors mentor, please go to www.cyberseniors.org or call 1-844-217-3057 to register for a one-on-one phone session. We also host weekly tech drop-ins from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time every Thursday.